Welcome back everyone, Meanpooh here, and this is 16 games to play on the Acer Nitro 5.
Number 1.
Those looking for some great multiplayer action with lots of guns, loot, and characters with personality should look no further than Borderlands. Play from a first-person perspective and the world in a cel-shaded look, you should have a ball trying to discover the mythical vaults filled with untold treasure and wealth.
I'm gonna get you and
Number 2.
This game needs no introduction, as most that aren't living under a rock has heard of and or played the game. Resident Evil 2 2019 is a remake of the 1998 version and has updated visuals, and the biggest addition being an updated modern control scheme. Gone are the tank controls, which makes anyone new to the franchise frustrated while playing. The game features 2 campaigns, one for Leon Kennedy and the other for Claire Redfield. The game takes place in 1998, 2 months after the events of the first Resident Evil. Most citizens of the US mountain community Raccoon City have been transformed into zombies by the T-Virus, a biological weapon developed by the pharmaceutical company Umbrella. At a gas station outside of town, rookie police officer Leon Kennedy meets a college student, Claire Redfield, who is looking for her brother, Chris. Expect to solve a lot of puzzles and put a lot of undead out of their misery. Resident Evil 2 is a game that definitely needs to be in your collection.
Number 3.
Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 features gameplay akin to that of the previous games in the series, in which players battle each other in 3D arenas. You will be able to dynamically take to battle to the sides of the arenas and battle on the walls of each stage. Awakenings and ultimate jutsus from previous games also return and can now be shared between these switchable characters. A new feature was introduced in the game called Leader Swap, where you can switch out the main character you're fighting as to fight against your opponent with your support characters. Ultimate, Awakening, and Drive can all be used at once during a single and or team battle, so you are not stuck with just choosing one type of fighting style. The game is more realistic than its predecessors, where an outfit can be damaged if it is hit or worn off. Stage destruction will take place as well in boss battles and free battle, and there will be more details showing particles as they get worn off from an attack. Also, there is the ability to break weapons and armor, both in free battle and boss battles. If you're looking for a solid anime fighting game, look no further.
Number 4.
Ori and the Blind Forest is a cute adventure platform type game in which you control a white guardian spirit who can jump, climb, and use other abilities to navigate the gameplay world. You will interact with the environment as you jump from platform and solve puzzles. You will be faced with enemies while making your way to restoring the forest. You'll collect health shards, energy shards, new abilities, and upgrades. The game world unfolds to you in the fashion of the old Metroid and Castlevania type games, with new abilities allowing you to access previously inaccessible areas. Expect to spend around 8 to 10 hours to complete the game, all while enjoying a nice soundtrack and pretty visuals.
Number 5.
Set in the year 2035, 17 years after Hope County and the rest of the world is devastated by the nuclear war, the survivors that taken shelter underground began to emerge and rebuild society. The Hope County survivors found the settlement of prosperity, but are soon attacked by the Highwaymen. In Far Cry 5 New Dawn, you will play from a first perspective using many items at your disposal. If that's not enough, you can enlist the help of human survivors and animals to help you on your missions. The game features a crafting mechanic to make new weapons and resource gathering to help build up the base. Expect the same amount of fun that was in the previous game, which was Far Cry 5, but with brighter colors.
Number 6.
Get your soul shoes on because this one is going to test you. Control a brave heroine in a labyrinth in which everything wants to kill you. You won't have much of weapons when you start and will have to kill enemies to possibly add the drops to your permanent stash at the smithy. You'll have access to health potions and protections to help you do battle in the dark dungeons where one wrong move can cost you more than just your health. Dark Devotion's controls aren't perfect, so you'll have to try and make do until a remap feature is released.
Number 7.
Just like the first, Borderlands 2 is an action role-playing first-person shooter. Borderlands 2 allows you to complete a campaign consisting of central quests and optional side missions as one of 6 treasure hunters, vault hunters on the planet Pandora. It includes key gameplay features from its predecessors such as online collaborative campaign gameplay, randomly generated loot, weapons, shields, and character building elements.
Only made of diamonds. Yeah, because I'm rich. So you know, that's cool.
Light the fuses, bitches!
Number 8.
Senran Kagura Burst Renewal is a side-scrolling beat-em-up action game. You will control one of 5 female ninjas. The more the game characters are damaged by enemies, the more their clothes are torn off. The main gameplay consists of battling through the world of the story. As the game progresses, your character levels up and gains new moves and abilities. And in-game content such as artwork, achievements, music, costumes, and new characters are unlocked. The game is split into 5 chapters, with each chapter containing a number of main missions as well as optional missions. Some have found this game to be offensive even though there is no nudity in the game. Go figure. I have noticed that there is frame drop when there are many characters on screen, but returns to normal shortly after.
Number 9.
Remember Dead Space? How could you not? It's one of the best survival horror games based in space out there. The events of Dead Space 2 takes place on the Sprawl, a densely populated civilian space station built onto the last remaining shard of Titan, one of Saturn's moons and site of the first planet crack. You'll control Isaac Clarke from a third-person perspective, looking over his right shoulder. You'll be using the TIG once again, using gauges on Isaac's back to display his health and stasis module levels. If Isaac's health or air reaches 0, or if you fail to survive a quick time event, Isaac will die, forcing you to restart from the last checkpoint. Get ready for an engaging story and enemies that are relentless at trying to tear your body to shreds. The necromorphs are not to be taken lightly and are a serious threat at all times.
I'm trying!
Number 10.
Taken from the developer's website, the Hong Kong Massacre is a fast-paced top-down shooter set in the city of Hong Kong. Inspired by Hong Kong action movies, the game lets you engage in hard-boiled gunfights around the city, in levels ranging from restaurants to building rooftops. Set in Hong Kong around 1992, the game follows a former police detective set out to seek vengeance for his partner, who was brutally killed by the Triad. The game features slow motion and dive dodge mechanics to aid you in engaging in epic gunfights. Every shot is deadly, so there is no room for mistakes. Each level contains not only enemies to kill, but also different challenges for you to complete that unlocks weapons and equipment. One of the main key features is slow motion. You can at any time slow down the time and use this advantage to read the environment and plan for the next action more easily. Avoiding enemy bullets while taking out the enemies itself is crucial for survival. The slow motion time is limited, so you will have to plan when and how to use it for best success. Using the environment as your tool, you can dive and dodge through windows, over and behind covers to avoid the enemy's bullets while shooting. This is a great game for those that were fans of the Max Payne type games. Lots of blood, bullets, and many bad guys to take out. Just know that one bullet will end your life, so act fast, or rather slow down time, whichever works for you.
Number 11.
Black Desert Online takes place in a high fantasy setting and revolves around the conflict between two rival nations. Black Desert Online is action-based, requiring manual aiming similar to those found in third-person shooters. Skills can be activated through the use of combos for attacking, dodging, or blocking. The game offers housing, fishing, farming, and trading, as well as large player versus player, siege, and castle battles.
Number 12.
Still trying to scratch your itch for large bosses and devilish enemies? Look no further than Risk of Rain 2. Still in early access, you and up to 3 other players will fight alien creatures trying to find the teleport to escape the world. Though it sounds easy, it's not. You'll constantly be against the clock, as every second that goes by means an increase in difficulty. Get pickups that will enhance your character by adding more health, a shield, and perhaps some healing bots. Money is scarce, so find it quick before time runs out. When the teleporter is found and activated, be prepared for one hell of a fight, as the boss and an onslaught of enemies will be coming your way. Keep it moving, because staying still will get you killed.
Number 13.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 is an action shooter video game based on the Star Wars film franchise. It features a single-player story mode, a customizable character class system, and content based on The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi movies. It also features vehicles and locations from the original, prequel, and sequel Star Wars movie trilogies. It also features heroes and villains that can be played based on characters from the Star Wars movies. The game has a host of multiplayer modes such as Starfighter Assault. In this mode, battles take place in unique set pieces in space and planetary atmospheres involving 12 attackers against 12 defenders, both teams being reinforced with an additional 20 AI ships. Strike will have you battling in close quarter scenarios involving a team of 8 attackers aiming to either capture a unique objective from a team of 8 defenders. Essentially, one team capture the flag or arm and destroy 2 objectives. The newest being Capital Supremacy was introduced in March of 2019. It pits 2 teams of 20 players with an additional 12 AI bots per team against each other as they fight to capture and hold a majority of command posts, which increase reinforcement count in order to attack the enemy team's capital ship and destroy it from within by arming objectives. Visuals and sounds are remarkable, and if you play this game, make sure to equip some extra ability perks which can be unlocked when enough playtime is earned with a certain character. May the Force be with you.
The Republic is taking out the target. Good luck, turret.
Number 14.
Are you tired of Fallout 76 yet? Well, dive back into Fallout 4. This post-nuclear apocalyptic action RPG takes place in the year 2287, 10 years after the events of Fallout 3 and 210 years after the Great War, a war between the United States and China over natural resources that ended in nuclear holocaust in 2077. You will control a character referred to as the Sole Survivor, who emerges from a long-term cryogenic stasis in Vault 111, an underground nuclear fallout shelter. After witnessing the murder of your spouse and kidnapping of your son, you'll venture out into the Commonwealth to search for your missing child. You'll explore the game's dilapidated world, complete various quests, help out factions, and acquire experience points to level up and increase the abilities of your character. At your disposal are different weapons. Some are bats, conventional firearms, and experimental energy rifles. Med kits and dropped armor will be all around, so check everything. Jump into your T60 power armor, grab your chain gun, and activate VATS. It will pretty much decimate anything on the field. Good luck, soldier.
That was the idea. So I joined up, wanted to make a difference. And I did, but...
Why don't you get down here? Show me that...
Number 15.
If you like stalking your prey, look no further than Hunt Showdown. The early access game developed and published by Crytek is a first-person shooter, but weapons are used only when needed. Too much noise can get you killed. The game takes place in the Louisiana swamps, where you are part of a group of rugged bounty hunters bound to rid the world of dangerous, savage, nightmarish creatures that roam these areas unchecked. You can go alone or in groups of 2 when tracking these beasts. Just know that while you are hunting the monsters, others may be hunting you. Stay low and in the shadows, as any bit of noise or unrestlessness in the wildlife could potentially give away your location. Track your target with dark sight, which allows you to see into the veil between worlds, making that which cannot be seen by mortal eyes visible to those who have been initiated. Using dark sight will project a ghastly light that will guide you toward your next target. If you are successful in collecting the bounty, be careful and make haste, as others can track you using the same dark sight ability. Tread lightly, hunter, tread lightly.
Number 16.
World War Z is a third-person shooter developed by Saber Interactive and published by Focus Home Interactive. You and up to 3 other players will cooperatively fight against massive hordes of zombies in 4 locations: Moscow, New York, Jerusalem, and Tokyo. You can choose from 6 classes including Gunslinger, Hellraiser, who specializes in using explosives, Fixer, Medic, Slasher, who uses a melee weapon, and Exterminator, who specializes in crowd control. New perks and weapons can be unlocked for each of the classes as you progress in the game. World War Z can support up to 1,000 enemies appearing on screen simultaneously, and they can climb onto each other to reach you on a higher level. You can collect different items in the battlefield, but their locations are procedurally generated. In addition to fighting zombies, you'll also need to complete different objectives, such as escorting survivors in each location. The game uses the Vulkan API, so expect really good frame rates. By the way, World War Z is loosely based on the 2006 book of the same name and set in the same universe as the 2013 film adaptation. This concludes 16 games to play on the Acer Nitro 5, and in closing, if the video helped you, feel free to like and subscribe. If you would like to know the hardware I am using, I have them listed in the description box. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Meanpooh, out.